So with no further ado,
All right.
I've called your story. I try and title these things. These are not permanent titles, but I titled yours The Fire Pit Dialogues. It happened around a fire pit in Boulder. Prior to our knowing one another, in the simplest of terms, the world might have labeled us Paul the transformational coach, Anna the lawyer, Diana the psychologist, and Max the techie. We indeed were as different as we seemed at a glance when we met, but we were drawn together like moths to a flame. And in mid 2016, we basically each stepped out of our normal lives to do nothing but dialogue together around a fire pit on our back porch. Warmed in the orange dim around the dancing flames for almost a year, we pontificated about the critically challenging point humanity had reached, desiring to help save the world. And as the moon came and went several hundred times, the dialogues turned interpersonal because we were becoming an us. And stuff came up, stuff between us, stuff outside of us, stuff inside of us, hard stuff, ingrained stuff, core stuff. But we were all in and determined to let the fire burn away all that did not serve us, no matter what, each one of us having committed everything they had. So we faced and stayed through everything that came up, from anger to sadness to fear to rage to despair to how are we going to pay this month's rent? And together we navigated the personal traumas, knowingly rewriting who we are and wanting to also rewrite how our world can be. Paul, trust falling into the arms of life while learning to yield hierarchy and control. Anna, learning her responsibility in a consecutive series of toxic relationships. Diana, journeying to surrender, empowerment, and sovereignty. Max, transforming from isolation to deep realms of relationship wisdom. Then, after 2 years, we wanted to find a business container that the four of us could use to make a difference in the world, but one born out of the transformations we had accomplished around the fire pit. And then something beautiful happened. In the midst of all of our relational discourse, in moments of coherence and clarity, new foundational systems sprang from the fires we had walked through to burn away our fears, our masks, and our egos to find our purpose. From those fires came not just new organizational architecture, but also a new way of being with each other and leading each other that enables people who want to create something together to be in relationship with each other in a way where one person doesn't need to be in control at the top of the hierarchy, and where money isn't used to manipulate or incentivize people to work. All of these things combined formed what we now share with others and call the Light Leadership Model. And after 2.5 years, I should say, and after 2.5 years of deep diving around the fire pit, in February 2018, the four of us finally came out to play in the world and were seen and felt by the community for something that was different about us. The palpable, energetic field we had co-created among us, the energy field and human dynamics that today we offer to the collective to help humanity through this critical juncture.